Hi kids, welcome to Kids World. Today I have an interesting story for you. Come, let's go into the video. Once there was a school in the town. In that school, three friends studied together in a class. They were Robert, Gilbert, and Stephen. All the three friends were very studious and were very much intelligent, and they were very disciplined students. In the same school, there was a poor student studying along with them. He was Frederick. Frederick was the son of the watchman of the same school. Frederick was a dull headed student who used to get low marks in all the subjects. Frederick used to stay alone in the class all the time. Nobody wanted to have friendship with Frederick as he was a poor boy who used to wear torn out and ragged dresses. One day, Frederick came late to school. His teacher asked the reason for his late coming.
Why are you late to school, Frederick? Ma'am, my mum is not feeling well, so I finished all my household works and came late.
Teacher was angry with his answer and she punished him to stand out of the class. Nobody cared for Frederick, but Robert had a soft corner for Frederick. While leaving the school in the evening, Robert spoke to Frederick.
Frederick, I feel sorry for you. Today I'll give you all my notes, whatever I have copied in the class. You take it to home, copy it, and bring it tomorrow. Okay?
While Robert was talking to Frederick, his friends Gilbert and Stephen came there.
What the hell is going on here? Why are you talking to this poor boy? Robert, this is not fair. You should not talk to him. He is not qualified to have friendship with us.
But for your kind information, he is our classmate. He is a human being. We should not underestimate him. Doing service to a poor is like a service to God. Do you understand?
After this conversation, all the three left the place. It was 1 month more for Christmas to come. All the arrangements are getting on well for the celebration. Some Santa Clauses had arrived 1 month earlier to the school to encourage children. They were roaming about here and there in the school. They were entertaining the students. On that day, Frederick fell down due to giddiness. None went near him to see what happened, but Robert hurried towards him and fetched him water. Then, on inquiry, Robert found out that he fell down due to hunger because he did not have his breakfast at home. When Robert found it out, Robert bought him breakfast from the canteen. Frederick thanked him for his activity. The very next day, Robert bought a pair of shoes to Frederick and threw away his worn out shoes. Gilbert and Stephen disliked all his activities and argued with him. But Robert never paid attention to his friend's words. Third day, Robert told Frederick to stay 1 more hour at school in the evening, and Robert taught him lessons and made Frederick to get high marks in the examination. His friends Gilbert and Stephen scolded him for his actions. One day, teacher announced students.
Students, those who have not yet paid fees for the examinations should pay the fees in 2 days or else you will not be allowed to write the examination. Understand?
Frederick started to cry on hearing this. Robert asked him for the reason. Frederick said,
Robert, both my parents are not well. My mom is on her deathbed due to cancer, and my dad is a TB patient. The job he is doing here as a watchman is just to earn money for his TB treatment only. Actually, his salary is not at all enough for his treatment at all. I don't know how I am going to pay the fees before examination.
Robert was shocked on hearing this. He just pondered for a while and said,
You don't worry, Frederick. I'll make arrangements for your exam fees.
After reaching home, Robert told about Frederick to his dad. His dad said,
Robert, when I myself don't have enough money to pay for you, how can I pay fees for your friend? Dad, right from my childhood, I have been saving money in my home bank to pay tribute to God.
So far, we have not paid that tribute to God. Now I have that money with me. Can I use that money for his exam fees, Dad?
Dad objected Robert for his action, but somehow Robert convinced his dad and paid the fees. Frederick was allowed to write the exams and he scored very good marks in the examination. Robert's dad had that guilty conscience that without paying tribute to God, Robert had taken away the money to Frederick. The day of Christmas had come. All of them went to church for prayer. At the church, Robert's family was surrounded by hundreds of Santa Clauses. Robert's dad did not know what is happening around them. All the Santa Clauses gave different types of gifts to Robert, and some Santa Clauses offered him money. His father could not understand what was happening around them. They could not find out at church why all the Santa Clauses attacked them and offered prizes only to Robert when so many people had come to the church. When they were sitting in a surprise and shock, the head of the Santa Clauses told Robert's father,
Sir, you are very much blessed with such a son like Robert. He is very kind and generous. He studies well and gains knowledge. At the same time, he shares his knowledge to his friends. He himself belongs to a middle class family. When all the upper class children avoid helping others by offering money, he becomes ready to offer money to the poor students. That too, he offers his money, which has been saved from his childhood, for a tribute to God. He believes that helping the poor is a tribute to God, which is absolutely true. Yes, by offering money to the poor boy Frederick, by donating new dresses and shoes to Frederick, the small boy Robert has become a big, broad-minded and respectable person. So this year he is selected as the best person of the year. 1 month back we have entered into this school. We have been observing all the children's activities here and there. By scrutinizing the children's activity, it has been confirmed that none other child in this school is as kind as Robert. So, in this Christmas Eve, all our gifts go to Robert only.
Robert felt happy. His father was proud of his activities and appreciated him. Meanwhile, another Santa came in front of Robert and told him,
Robert, you should be a giver always. Never mind are you rich or poor, but always try to be a giver. A giver only can become happy always. If you have money, give it to some poor people. If you have knowledge, share it with who needs it badly. If you have lots of dresses, give it to some poor people who really seek it. Be a giver like a sun, which always gives it light to the world. Don't live like a moon, which borrows light from the sun. So live like a sun and rock the world.
Robert and his father became happy and went home. Children, can you understand the moral of the story? Yes, the moral of the story is you should be a giver like sun. Don't be a borrower like a moon. Children, I hope you like the story. If you like the story, tell your parents to subscribe this channel Kids World and share this video and like this video. Next time I'll come along with some other story. Thank you so much.